Yo guys, what is up? It is MasterDavros here, bringing us here another Halo constructive video today, and we're going to be talking about customization, which is a very big topic within the Halo community, and it's definitely a pivotal part of the Halo franchise. So I'm going to be talking about how to improve it within Halo 6, which is presumably the next big Halo title. Now, whenever people look at Halo 5's customization compared to Halo 4's customization, it seems, in terms of armor customization at least, Halo 5 is a downgrade compared to Halo 4. I'll be going over why that is and how we can improve it further with some of my innovative ideas. So, in order to talk about armor customization, we need to first look back at the brief history of Halo's customization, which started in Halo 3. Now, before we move on to the history, this video will consist of facts, pure analysis, some innovative ideas, no bullshit, no time wasted in bashing the developers known as 343 or Bungie, and it's going to be straight to the point. So let's look at the history of Halo customization, starting with Halo 3, which had the first bit of armor customization. This was actually innovative in a shooter, as not many shooters at all had proper customization for your character at that time. Halo 3, you had armor colors, emblem customization, different helmet pieces, different shoulder pieces, and different chest pieces, which was a decent start for foundation of armor customization in Halo, and Halo Reach later evolved this further with much more tools and freedom to customize your armor further. But let's first of all talk about ODST, which is not actually a huge Halo multiplayer title, but it had different campaign characters in its firefight, and you had the ability to take off the helmets. I thought I'd mention it just for the sake of it. Then moving on to the next big multiplayer release, Halo Reach, which was Bungie's last Halo game as well. Halo Reach evolved armor customization further than Halo 3 did. It was a big evolution in armor customization. So you had the introduction of customizable knee guards utility package. The utility package was a package that you'd find on your Spartan's, I believe, left leg, on the side of the left leg. So that was pretty cool. You had the forearms, shoulder pieces, and I believe you had 3 unique armor pieces that would allow you to have robotic arms equipped as well. Then you also had armor chests, of course, helmets, armor effects, which such as electricity coming out of your armor. Then you had emblems, visors, color, as well as proper gender customization. Then moving on to Halo 4, which actually evolved from Reach even further. It didn't just focus on armor customization, it added further tools for customization. But I took out some stuff such as armor effects, but I think taking out armor effects is actually not big as a deal. I think it's actually a good thing even. But I'll go over that later. So, Halo 4, possibly the best barn customization. You had helmets, visors, forearms, both forearms, not just one forearm like in Halo Reach. You had the entire leg pieces first time, shoulders, emblems, chest. The utility was removed for some reason, and I think the utility is actually a good thing, but it's not actually a major thing. You had gender, of course, returning, and then you had stances for first time in a Halo game, armor skins, weapon skins for first time, which only goes for loadout weapons, no armor effects, which were removed. And then moving on to Halo 5, which actually in terms of armor customization was a major downgrade from Halo 4, but it did have some positive stuff in it. So in Halo 5 you had weapon skins, which are really cool, a bunch of them as well, so you had a lot of options. You had stances, returning many of them, but for the first time introduced in the Halo 5 update, you had stance, rotation and posing. So you could rotate a specific stance around and save it in that specific rotation, which was a pretty cool idea, and it should definitely return. You had armor skin variants, body pieces, helmets, emblems, animated emblems first time. Wargame voice announcers, which came in the Monitor's Bounty update, which was pretty late. Assassinations for first time, a bunch of them, visors, mark, and then also bonus mention for Mark 6 scarred armor variant, which is a potential inclusion of scarred variants in the future. As a bonus fact here, 343 initially wanted to have more scarred variants for the armor in Halo 5, but for some reason the idea was scrapped within the war games. So the Mark 6 scarred variant was the only one that remained, since it was already finished before the Halo 5 beta already released. So, Halo 5 customization, in some way it is better than Halo 4 because you have these extra new tools such as cool assassinations, with stance poses, but it's definitely worse in terms of Spartan armor customization due to the sheer fact of it being more limited. Now, as I said before, Halo 5, you only had the ability to customize your entire armor piece or your helmet, and that's about it, as well as your maybe armor skins. That's all you got for your armor customization within Halo 5. Meanwhile, Halo 4, you could customize nearly every single body piece in your spawn, so that definitely needs to return in the future. So, armor effects, why were they removed? I hope they don't I hope they don't ever return. They're not a big deal. I mean, they're cool, but when you look at a competitive game at Halo 5, you want to keep it as competitive as possible, and yes, it won't have a big influence in gameplay, but they're kind of a distraction on the gameplay, and also, yeah, for example, sparks coming out at you, you're easier to detect in the distance. Some people don't even care about this and just like to have it for coolness, but in a competitive game it kind of is influential, so you want to keep it as balanced as possible, so that's probably why it will never come back. So, how to make the next customization top-notch and evolved as possible, that's the most important part of this video. So, first of all, we definitely need to return to full armor customization established in Halo 4 and Halo Reach. So, Yaffy helmets, the visors for legs, forearms, shoulders, maybe for utility packages as well, and chest pieces. We definitely need to keep the cool stances, the stance rotation feature, the epic assassinations, weapon skins, and the animated emblems and normal emblems. We shouldn't take out any of these features at all. Instead of taking stuff out, we need to continue to evolve the piece to make it as cool as possible. So, also I would recommend adding in more announcer voices, such as the Arbiter and Lasky, two popular characters, and even more popular characters we could have. With the feature of selecting what voice you would want for Arena, Warzone, and custom games individually, because at the moment in Halo 5 you can only pick up a voice for pretty much everything in Halo 5, so if you pick a voice, it goes for Warzone and Arena. In Arena, for example, I want to listen to the original announcer because he sounds way cooler when he announces the medals and the other announcers, but for Warzone, I like to have the other announcers. So, then we have the innovation bits. Now, this is just mere simple idea from myself here. Maybe we could have different menu screens. So, for example, you could select, for instance, if you want to see the infinity in the main menu, or a 4 on a planet, or a halo ring. The same could go for arena screens. I would like to see this happen. It's not actually a major thing that could work, but it's definitely cool, and it definitely kind of change. I mean, it'll change things up for better. I think it's pretty cool. So, anyways, then we have detailed armor features. Now, scarring was a great idea from Pre-3, and I don't know why, but they did cut the idea from a game, with only the Mark 6 scars being the only scarred variant remaining in Halo 5. So bring scarring armor variants for as many armor pieces as possible. Maybe cracked visors as well, scars, scratches on armor, perhaps even energy sword marks from actual energy swords. And metal rusting would be a major revolutionary implementation for Halo armor, and would certainly make things more realistic and cool looking for sure. Then my next idea is perhaps having armor decals or symbols. Now, the armor variants in Halo 5 were a good idea, but not necessarily well executed, because some of them felt lazy and most of them were botched up in the bloody wreck pool, and yet there was a bunch of them you had to get in wreck pool, so I just made it more annoying, but the idea itself is actually quite good, which could be well executed. Some of the armor skins did actually stand out, such as the Emil flame skin and the Helljumper variant, which had some cool decals on them. So individual markings such as a flame symbol could be selected and placed on different positions on your body to make things look cooler. And then lastly, I got one more idea. We all know that we have the knife. You have a knife on the chest of your Spartan. Sometimes you have a knife on the side of your legs in your Spartans, so perhaps we could have, this is just purely cosmetic here, by the way, so perhaps there could be an option to have different types of knives or blades equipped on your chest or side. You can have maybe a hunter's knife, a bayonet, a machete, or an energy bayonet, which would be last unlock of the blades, etc. So These are some of my ideas, so feel free to share your ideas in the comments, and hopefully armor customization gets improved in the future and evolved instead of reduced. So anyway, see you guys later. Peace.